Okay, it's finally time. Attack on Titan Season 4. Lot the f***ing I'm not gonna tell you twice. Now let's get into it. Boom, we start with this little Ute laid out on the battlefield. His bro comes and says, "Get up!" And there's just a machine gun shooting at them. Are y'all sure I'm watching the right anime right now? Colt goes to the captain and says, "Gang, we are cooked. They got a machine gun. We can't win." You and Eldian, you think you can tell us what we gotta do? We learned they've been at war for 4 years, but if they take out that fort, it'll finally be a win for Marley. Hold on, these are the ops? Huh? These guys are crazy because they really sent kids to the battlefield, but we learned these ain't no regular kids. These kids are next in line to get the Titan power. Now they got a problem. The other side is busting out these armored tanks, and these things are designed to even pack up Titans. So Marley can't send out no Titans to bail them out. The commander says, "Aight, you Eldians go out there and run at them, and hopefully one of y'all get a good hit." I'm not gonna lie, they really say Eldians like it's a slur, even though it low-key is. Gabi comes out and says, "Don't worry, Captain. I can take out that train by myself." He says, "How the f are you gonna do that?" You know what? You go and do that. If you die, you die. So she goes in regular clothes with her hands up. So it seems like she's not the ops. She's just an innocent girl. These guys are like, "Hey, shoot that little girl. Who cares who she is?" But this was all a part of her plan. She trips and falls and just waits for the armored truck to come. Then once it passes by her, she throws a bomb on the railway and it explodes, killing these two guys and turning the truck on its back. So now they can use Titans again. And this girl is running back laughing too. This is crazy. I won't lie, I've seen bare people saying they hate this girl. What the hell does she do? This guy ain't going out like that though. He pulls out his gun and gets ready to shoot her, but a Titan comes and packs him up quick. Who the hell is this new Titan? Hold on, that's the Jaw Titan? That's who ate Ymir? Damn. Now the Jaw Titan and my homeboy are going through all these forces. And to make matters worse, they start sending humans down one by one, and Zeke yells and makes them transform into Titans. They really got remote control Titans. This shit is wild. Then the man himself, PTSD man, pulls up, transforms, and he tries to get active, but his bum ass gets his arm cut off. The ops aren't done though. They bust out another armored train, but somehow they get through that one too, and this guy Zeke pulls up, and he turns into Shohei and starts killing all the reinforcements in the water. And with that, they finally win this war. Now the higher ups at Marley are talking and they're like, "Shit. We won that war, but barely. We had to get help from some little girl. Are we washed?" Yes, you are washed. But if technology keeps advancing like it is right now, soon the Titans won't mean shit and Marley will lose. So Zeke says, before that happens, there's one more thing we can do to make sure we're still on top. We gotta go get our get back on Paradise and get the founding Titan back. Now this general says, "Every scout ship we've sent over there never comes back. You sure we can do this?" Yes, we can, but we gotta worry about someone else, not just Eren, that dog Levi. Now PTSD man wakes up and he's talking to Porco, and bro says, "I should have had that power. You can't even use your Titan properly. You a bum." And Fine Shit walks in to help Reiner. Now outside, he's talking to the warrior candidates, but someone else is watching him too. Also, are these kids just not alternate versions of Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, or am I tripping? Now the Eldians are all cheering on Gabi because this is their first real dub in a minute. Reiner and Falco are talking and he's like, "You really cool with Gabi taking your Titan?" And Reiner says, "What, you got a problem? You talking down on being a Titan? I report this, your whole family is cooked. Like, somebody please send this man to therapy." So all the Eldians end up going home because they won the war. Gabi meets her parent, Reiner meets her parents, even Zeke meets his grandparents. Now, we go to the past before Reiner and them left for Paradise, and the general's like, "Damn, look at all of our Titans. How could we even lose?" Trust me, you can lose. So the group finally leaves to go out to Paradise, and they're camping. But then Ymir comes right behind Reiner, hungry. Marcel pushes him out of the way last minute and gets eaten instead. Now they're like, "Shit, we gotta go back. Let's just get the Jaw Titan and dip." But they know if they go home now, they'll get eaten too. And he gets pissed and starts beating the brakes off Reiner, because this is really his fault. Damn, she got some real anger issues. This is what Armin's into. But then he starts to choke her out and he says, "If we need a captain, I'll be the captain.
I'm the captain now."
So this is where PTSD man begins. So after that, they finally get to the start of the story and destroy the walls. Then we cut to Reiner in the present and the man is holding a shotgun to his mouth? Nah, this is getting out of hand. Please get the man some help. This kid goes to the hospital and he starts talking to this guy with long hair. He's like, I'm not really in here for emotional damage. I just didn't want to go home. Hold on, are you a warrior? Yeah, I'm a warrior, but I don't really want to do this shit. I'm really just here because I'm trying to save this shorty. But he tells him, listen, I've been there. All you gotta do is just keep moving forward, gang. And the man turns out to be our dog, Eren. The man infiltrated the ops. So Eren tells him, hey, I got these letters, I'm really sick, you think you could send them for me? So he goes out and starts sending his letters. Now the general goes to meet the Tybur family, and we learn they're really controlling Marley from the shadows. He says, at the upcoming festival, I'ma tell the whole world the truth. Now it's the next day, and we see fine shit like this.
She bad. You froze. She bad. Yeah.
Shit, I'd join Marley too. Won't even lie to you. So the 4 warrior candidates are training and training for the day that they inherit the Titans. And Eren's still at the hospital, but someone comes and sits beside him. And it turns out to be Eren's grandpa. He tells him, hey, stop asking that little boy to do shit for you, gang. I'm on to you. Eren says, ain't you got some regrets about your family? And he starts remembering when Grisha's sister died, and he just starts screaming. And we learn the man is actually a patient at this hospital. That's crazy because that was really Eren's first talk with his grandfather. Now, it's the night of the ball and we just see people from everywhere on Marley. They even have the people they were just fighting here too. But Tybur tells them, hey, come tomorrow to the festival and I'm gonna give y'all a real solution to your problems. Now it's the day of the festival and Falco goes to Reiner and says, yo, can you come with me for a second? And he leads him down this door and he's like, oh, I brought him. And Eren says, it's been 4 years, fuck. Reiner's like, what? Am I on the dut pack? What am I looking at right now? Wait, y'all are friends, right? Of course, this is my best friend. Reiner, come sit down. Falco, you sit too. Now someone goes to the Marley Titan shifters and says, hey, Commander summoned you, come with me. Back to Reiner, he's like, Eren, why did you come here? The same reason you did, gang. I ain't had no other choice. And he starts grabbing his head. Now the Tybur guy gets on stage and he says, 100 years ago, the Eldian Empire was on top and they were wiping out all their enemies. But the Tyburs teamed up with the hero Helios and they stopped King Freeze. Now the warrior Marley people are still following this guard and they're like, where the hell are we going? She's like, don't worry, Commander's just up here. And they put them in this room, but it was actually a trap door and they all fall down. Now back to Eren. Falco's like, why is Reiner acting so weird? I thought this was his homeboy. And he's like, wait, this is homie? From how long ago? No, wait, this is that Eren? And he just realized he just helped their biggest op infiltrate. Back on the stage, the Tybur guy says, let me tell you the real spill now. King Fritz actually ended the war himself. He made a fake hero with the Tybur family and went on Paradise Island to stop the fighting. So the real hero is Fritz. Bro basically just told everyone he's a fraud. Then the commander hears the warriors and soldiers are missing and he's like, hey, it's time to get serious. We gotta be on the lookout. Now back on stage, he says, yeah, we had peace before, but someone stole the king's power. It's erenyeager. Underneath, we just see Eren regenerating. And he tells Falco, yeah, them letters you sent, they weren't for my family, but they were for the Mandem. Eren says, if Willy says I'm the bad guy, he's right. But y'all were the bad guys for me too. I had to watch my mom get eaten. And Reiner starts crying and he's like, Eren, it's my fault, just end me. Eren says, I'm the same as you, gang. And he reaches out and grabs his hand. And he transforms and eats Tybur. Now after seeing that, everybody starts running. And this Eren guy sees people in the bleachers, jumps and does a frog splash. And he just starts punching it over and over. Then Gabi looks to her side and she just sees Zophie get crushed. Damn. But then someone else transforms behind him. Eren's on demon timing though. He's not giving us time to transform. He hits it and he starts punching it over and over. They're like, we're cooked. The Warhammer is getting cooked. But that's not gonna last too long. It shoots a giant spear right through his chest. Eren's like, what the f? And it gets back up. Now some people come and save Porco and Peak. And they're like, alright, we're about to get our get back right now. No way people came into Marley trying to scrap us. But then they see something behind them and it's the ODM gear. The scouts have officially arrived. Hold on, look at the fits though. The fits are hard. Eren gets free, but he's getting hit from all angles and it's looking grim. He peeks out of his Titan and he's about to get crushed, but he says, it's now or never, Mikasa. And Shorty pulls up and shoots hella spears at its neck and it explodes. Now all the Mandem are officially here. The Warhammer gets back up and makes a bow? What? That thing is broken. Mikasa goes in trying to get its attention. And Eren realizes it transforms from its feet, so the real body is underneath. He transforms, grabs the cord, pulls it out, and it's a crystallized girl. He gets ready to eat her, but someone pulls up behind him. It's the Jaw Titan. It jumps on him, bites his neck. Eren's about to get eaten, but the demon himself, Levi, pulls up and cuts his jaw so he can't bite down. Bro tries to get away, but they keep shooting at him, and he's like, these can't see I'm a Titan? What's wrong with them? Luckily, last minute, Pete comes in time and saves him. But now, Levi's #1 op pulls up the Beast Titan. And this dumbass kid Gabby goes to the battlefield too, like, go home, bro. Falco goes too, and he tries to get Reiner to wake up, but he can't join the fight. PTSD man doesn't have any will to live anymore. Back to Eren, he tries to eat Shorty, but his teeth can't get through her crystallization. But he knows she's tired now, so he jumps out and turns into a Titan again. Zeke starts throwing boulders and says, listen, I ain't even here for Eren right now. I want my get back against that bitch Levi. Come run this fade. Now we cut to the ocean, and they see a little ship, and they're like, hey, get that little ship out of here, boy. But he takes his hood off, and it's Armin, and bro transforms, destroying everything in the ocean. They're really getting their get back, damn. Then Levi goes in and one-shots Zeke easy, and then blows him up. So slowly, everybody's starting to get cooked. Even that bitch Jean is putting in work. They almost get to peak, but they can't kill fine shit that easy. Now Porco thinks he's big dog, and he goes to attack. Eren punches him, but he cuts his arm off and scratches him. But his claws cut the Warhammer shield. Now a ship from Paradise is coming through, and hold on, we got a driving? That really might be my homeboy this time. Shout out on Yokopon. Now back to the fight, Mikasa cuts the Jaw Titan's legs off, Eren rips his arms off, and he puts the Warhammer in his mouth. And then he just uses his jaw to crush her, and he drinks the Warhammer's blood so he gets her power.
The evil world we live in.
Yeah, he really might be the devil of Paradise, I can't lie. But then out of nowhere, PTSD man finally gets up and he transforms. I can't lie, this form looks hard. Boom, he goes in to fight, he throws a punch, but Eren dodges it, gives him a rude punch to the ground. But Reiner actually took Porco. Eren says, I think this fight is over. I can't fight no more, and them definitely can't fight no more. Now Eren gets on the ship and Levi just kicks him. Damn, we'll talk after you're tied up, ho. Now this girl Gabby wants revenge, so she slides in, kills the commander, jumps on board with Falco there too, then she pulls out her gun and shoots Sasha in the chest? Nah, what's wrong with this girl? She goes to shoot again, but Falco saves her, and now they're beating the brakes off both of them. And Sasha's literally bleeding out right in front of them, thinking about me. Pause. Floch is like, hey, let me toss them out of the ship. And Jean says, if I toss them out, when will the killing stop? Like, bro,
you're ruining it. Ruining.
Toss them little shits out. Who gives a f? Now Gabi's like, all you guys? We'll kill all of you and your leader. And Jean says, I bet. I'll take you to our leader. They walk through and they just see Zeke chilling in the ship. Hanj walks in and she's like, did everything go the way you planned, Zeke? And he's like, yeah, except a few miscalculations. But then it's officially confirmed Sasha is dead. This Eren guy's just laughing, but he's really going through it too. We go in the past and we see Yolinda and my homeboy, and they're one of the first scout ships to arrive on Paradise. And instead of fighting them, they decided to pop their homie in the head and join them. And they told Paradise all about Marley and their powers. We learned Marley actually took their homes and made them join the army. And that's why they want their get back too. Now Zeke wants to go meet Eren, but Levi says, hell nah. You ain't meeting him, we got something for you, and he brings him to the giant forest. After that, of course, they put Eren in jail, and he's just like, Tatakai, Tatakai.
Free you, my heart, free you, my heart.
Han's just like, what are you doing, bro? Why are you talking to yourself? Your hair looks hard though, I'll admit that. Bitch, what the f you want? I just want to talk, gang. Why did you go out to Marley alone? Listen, ho, I ain't here to talk. I got the Warhammer Titan, Attack Titan, and the Founding Titan. You really think this jail can hold me? And he grabs her. But after that, she breaks free and just leaves. Now we cut to Historia and she's pregnant? The hell is going on here? Basically, they made her have kids just in case so they can use the power of the Founding.
In the case of 10-month-old royalty, Daryl, you are not...
We cut to Armin and Mikasa and the rest of them, and they don't even know what to do anymore because Eren ain't the same Eren they know. He linked up with the ops, and it wasn't even for J Prince.
Linking with the ops, bitch, I did that shit for J Prince.
But it was his older brother though. And he suggests, hey, if Eren joined the ops, we might just have to eat him. Now we cut to Gabby and all we see is her killer captor in jail, and they go on the run and they end up at this family's crib. The whole time Gabby's like, what the hell is wrong with these people? I can't trust them. They're Eldians. Like, dog, so are you. Falco gives them fake names and they go in disguise. Now outside, the regular people are protesting because they got Eren captured, because he's the one who's really only putting belt to ass against Marley. Now back to Marley, they learn that Zeke switched sides and the commander says, don't worry, in 6 months we're gonna do a global allied attack on Paradise. They'll be cooked, but PTSD man says nah, they want us to wait 6 months, that's too long. They'll be ready for that. We need to do a surprise attack on them just now. Back to Paradise, this guy Armin is literally talking to Annie like bro is whipped. Guys, please don't be like this guy. Move on, there's way too many bad bitches in the world to be hung on about one. Now on Paradise, the government is confused, people are rioting, they think Zeke is manipulating Eren. They won't even let Armin and Mikasa see him. So Armin and Mikasa leave the premier's room and all they hear is a fat ass explosion. The man got packed up bad. All we see is half his body on the street. Gojo? Sorry. Now they're trying to figure out who the f did this, but it wasn't the Marley because they're being held. They think it was the scout recruits. Then out of nowhere we hear Eren escape jail. Demon home.
Home free!
He walks up a hill and there's Mandem waiting for him. Flux says, this ain't even all of us. We got more people in the military. And he gives Eren a coat. W Orifarm and he says, let's go free my big bro. So the government decides we gotta protect Historia and Zeke. If Eren gets to them, he'll be too powerful. Now Commander Pixis says, why don't we just surrender? Fairs, I would surrender too, because bro has like 3 titans now. What the hell are you gonna do against that? But they're not going down without a fight. Now Hanj, Mikasa, and Armin, they all go to interrogate the cook Nicolo. Jean goes to drink the wine, but Nicolo grabs it from his hand and says, hey boy, remember you're an Eldian, this wine is for real people only. Now Gabi and Falco leave so they can go meet up with Nicolo, and they walk down and he's like, why are y'all down here? We're from Marley gang, we're warrior candidates. Don't worry, Marley's gonna attack this island soon, so just stay still until then. Hold on, how did y'all get here? Oh, we got in an airship. Did you kill someone? Yeah, I killed some older bitch who kept talking about food. She was annoying as f. And Nicolo says, so it's you who killed my hoe, and he tries to hit her with a bottle, but Falco gets hit instead. Then he just goes and punches her. He brings them both and says, hey, this is the little shit who killed your daughter. Pops, you can do the honor and kill this thing. Armin and them come in and they're like, what the hell is going on? Eventually the Pops takes the knife from Nicolo and he ends up forgiving her. But someone didn't forgive her. The little girl comes in running with the knife, trying to kill her. Like, that's what I want to see, damn. Everyone's trying to act like good people now. No, end her. But Nicolo says you better rinse that kid's mouth out. There's Zeke's spinal fluid in the wine. Now Armin and Mikasa are sitting talking with Gabi and she's like, you don't want to kill me? Nah, you remind me of my friend Eren. And the man just appears right there. Floke and the Mandem pull up too with their guns. And they pointed at Hanj and them. They don't even want to bargain no more. So they just take them all as hostages. And they all knew about Zeke's spinal fluid too. They're really just playing into Eren's hand. Now back to Eren. He says, listen, I just wanted to talk to y'all. No one's controlling me. Everything I did was because I wanted to. Nah, you're just getting manipulated, Eren. Nah, Armin. You're getting manipulated. I know you're still seeing Annie. That's the Snow Bunny mind control. You don't see it? And Mikasa, you're just an Ackerman whose job is to guard the king. You're getting manipulated too. It's in your blood. And he tells her, you know what I hate more than anything else? People who are slaves and take orders. Then he says he hates her. Damn, this guy really changed. Armin says hell no. He gets up ready to attack him, but Mikasa stops him. Bro's like, see, I was right. Then Armin goes and punches Eren. But Eren says, you know why we never fought? Because I would ruin you. And he just starts beating the brakes off him bad. We cut to Levi and he says, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make someone transform and eat Zeke so they can't do their plan. Then out of nowhere, Zeke starts running and he screams, and it made all the scouts turn into titans because they drank the wine. Levi's like, nah, this can't be real. Now he's got to kill all his homies again. But this is Levi we're talking about. He says, aye homies, I'm sorry, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Now Zeke is getting carried by these titans and they're running. They're about to leave the forest, but then an ODM gear comes right beside him. Bro's like, nah, y'all need to run faster. Levi takes the titans out. So bro transforms into the beast titan and he's just throwing his homies at Levi. But Levi drops a bunch of branches from above, goes down behind one of them and then shoots hella spears, blowing Zeke up.
He's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
Damn, is bro up 2-0 in the series already? And Levi just drags him away. Zeke wakes up and there's wires around his neck and a spear in his stomach. Levi says, "You toy with my homies, now you're cooked," and he just starts cutting him up. Now we get a flashback of Zeke's childhood and Grisha is actually a shit dad. Bro forced him to be in the military. He didn't even want to do that. Bro couldn't even play catch with him once. Then we see the scene where he snitched on his parents. I mean, can you really blame bro, who's forced to be the savior for the Eldians? Now back to the present. Zeke finally wakes up and he's like, "I've had enough of this," and he blows himself and Levi up. The man is only half a body right now, but then a Titan comes and puts him in her belly. But we learn the true plan that Zeke and Eren want to do is the euthanization plan, so no more Eldians can have kids. Eren goes to see Gabby and he says, "If you want to save your homie Falco, help me." She's like, "Damn, supposed to help the ops?" But out of nowhere, Fine Shit Pete comes in, shoots a guard, points her gun at Eren. "Hey Gabby, aim that rifle at Eren's head." She says, "Take your hands out your pocket or I'll shoot you." But Eren's smart, he knows she can't kill the Founding. "I dare you to shoot it. I'll make it easy, come shoot me." So she switches and says, "You right, I can't kill you, but listen, I don't even want to kill you. I want to free all the Eldians. You have something more than the Founding Titan, right? I'll help you slaughter Marley." He says, "Alright, then prove your loyalty." And she says she'll rattle all her allies on the roof. Damn, so is everyone gonna this season? So they all walk to the roof and he says, "Alright, show me where the enemies are." And she goes and points at him and the Jaw Titan comes and bites Eren's legs off. So homie transforms and we see 5 airships pull up too. And of course, PTSD man is there. Alright, that is all for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Hit that like button if you want Season 4 Part 2. And I'll get on that quick. And yeah, let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know what else you want me to do next. Haikyuu, Sword Art Online, ReZero. Just let me know. And yeah, road to 60K is super close. Hopefully we get there. And appreciate all the love, all the support. I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next video. Peace.